What's the haps? I'm John, aka Meroka, and welcome to Spiel. So, we hit another milestone, 300 subs, yay, woo! Okay, that calls for confetti. Need a confetti. Where's my confettis at? Confettis are somewhere around here. I don't have many of them. I want to use them because then I got loads. Woo! Confetti! Boom! That wasn't much of a confetti. Let's do that again until we get an actual confetti. There we go. Hey! Celebrations! Woo! Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful news. So, thank you to everyone who subscribed, and hello to new subscribers. Welcome, welcome. You are most welcome. This is Spiel, where I talk about random junk. So, enjoy my talking about random junk. If you want to leave me things to talk about in future episodes, please do so in the comments, and then I will talk about them in future. Right now, we're doing Copper Bishop Tier 3 on Advanced, because that's just what we do. It's mostly a shock stratum, I think, by the most part. I got a bunch of Wolvers, but they're all lightning based, so yeah, fun times. Because I got no shock resistance. That's not true, I got my Quicksilver one, I should be wearing that. I probably am wearing that, actually. Because it's piercing resist, and these are beasties. I pay very little attention to what I'm wearing, and that's probably tremendous folly. Anyway, let us begin with the Spiral Knights news before anything else, because there is a whole bunch of it this week, so let's get that out of the way. So, obviously, if you logged in the last day or so, or even checked forums, or, you know, done anything remotely related to Spiral Knights, you will have noticed there has been an update. Not a major one, but there is an update nonetheless. It is now the Feathery Fall, which is basically Thanksgiving, let's be honest. There's a bunch of snipes now wandering around Haven, which look astonishingly like turkeys, and they are gobble snipes, and you may acquire these for your guild hall if you wish to pay an exorbitant sum of money. So, let me just stab him in the butt, and I'll open up the supply depot. Hello, supply depot. We now have these gobble snipe boxes. Gobble snipe boxes, you have like a 40-something% chance of getting one that sits around doing nothing. I think they come in brown, black, and gold. There's like a 40% chance of getting the ones that wander around, and yeah, and you've got like a 6% chance, I think, of getting a really big fat one, which if you go into Haven, you'll see the really big fat ones. I presume they're the big fat ones anyway. So, yeah, you got some rarities, and it's all just decoration now. There's nothing that you can wear and show off to everyone. It's for your guild. It's guild bling is what it is. That's all you get now there, which is a steep price to pay for 3,200. I'm not going to go there, I don't think. If I get off my keister and sell all the junk that I started hoarding, that sounds like something's eating me. Yeah, I just heard a pop there. Something teleported in. Ouch. The shock's gone. That's okay. Oh, the shock didn't last very long. Good old shock resistance. That must be doing its job. Yeah, if I get off my keister and sell all the stuff that I hoarded from the sales, we got this thing, which I think looks really pretty. I don't know what I'd wear it on, but it looks really pretty. Full Leafy Aura for 88. A snap at a mere 8,800 energy. Yeah, I got a brown and yellowy, gold and red kind of autumn or fall, depending on your region, coloured Leafy Aura. I mean, I kind of like the green Leafy Aura, and actually it probably wouldn't go bad with my colour scheme and hat. But I don't know. I need a coat that I can put auras on, because I've got this thing where I wear the Skulver, and Skulver's kind of comes with its own sort of divine glow, and that prevents you from wearing any other aura. So, ideas on a postcard, what the heck coat I can wear that will actually match my current gear and would suit either a autumn aura or a green leafy aura. Both of those are totally acceptable options in my book. Although the green ones I would be paying a massive markup, because the only people that have them are now going to be the people who are hoarding them to sell them after the sales. I probably should have bought one myself, but because at the time I didn't know what I would have wanted it for, so I still don't know what I would want the brown one for. If there was something that I could wear with a green hat that would look good with a brown leafy aura, yeah, that'd be the ideal. That would be sort of exactly what I need. A coat that looks great with a brown aura attached to it that matches with a green hat. I'm clutching at straws there, aren't I? That's ambitious. Even Even for a competent fashion designer like myself, you know. No, I feel like the Leafy Aura wouldn't go too bad with the Hallow stuff, given the colours would match up, but I don't know. I just don't know. I was kind of going through my inventory, seeing what I could find. What costumes do I own that I could put things on? Armors. I got my Divine Mantle. I don't even like that thing. It's purely functional. Ancient Plate. That wouldn't go bad with the Leafy Aura, but I don't much care for it. Beyond that, I suppose I'm working at getting the final version of that. That might not be too bad, actually, come to think. If I had the final Heavenly Iron, whatever it is, or possibly Snarblacks. I don't think Snarblacks would work, but yeah, maybe. There's a thought, food for thought. It's just a matter of investing in a ridiculously expensive thing that I might or might not use. I guess what I should do, really, is... Now, which way did I need to go there? I don't know which way I needed to go. I'm going to try this way, actually. This way looks more promising. What I should do is, I guess, sell my stuff and invest in one of those and just hang on to it. And if I ever decide I don't need it, I've got a rare thing that I can sell for a massive markup. Yeah, that could work. That's trading and jazz. That's how it works, man. Supply and demand and selling and investing and stuff. If I knew how to do that in the real world, I'd be rich and I wouldn't be doing this. But okay. So yeah, I'm not a trader, but I like to think I can trade on occasion. So, in addition to this, obviously... there's the exit. I guess this wasn't the way. Nothing to see here. Let's go the other way. In addition to this, because it's Thanksgiving and everyone's being lovely and wonderful to each other and kind and all that jazz, you will have... It'll be easy to go into my mail and show you, in fact, won't it? You should have available to you a Jewel Heart Pendant, a Krogmo Coin Boaster? A Krogmo Coin Boaster. A booster, in fact. A Trinket Slot Upgrade, and a Heat Amplifier to encourage you to use more trinkets, I guess. So that you will then, you know, you just get used to having that extra 3 hearts, and then when it runs out at the end of the 30 days, you're like, damn, I'd better buy some more energy to get another Trinket Slot. Or is that just cynical? I don't know. Either way, if you are rank 7-1 or higher, which is if you have gotten into tier 3, basically, if you're tier 3 qualified, you will also get one of these, Gift of Autumn, 5-star, which does... let's grab it out of my inventory, because you can't look at it there. I mean, you know what a Jewel Heart Pendant is, that's plus 3 health. Gift of Autumn is plus 4 health, and a little bit of freeze resistance, so it's kind of like having... It's like having the 3-star health pendant combined with, I think, the 4-star freeze pendant? I could be wrong on that. I'm not totally up on my resistances. Someone like, I don't know, Lattice Sklay would be a better man to ask on that score, but ouch, that was foolish. He would be able to tell you exactly how much resistances different trinkets give you, and exactly how many seconds that will reduce your statuses by, and all that, but... All I do is I look at the bars and see which one is higher than the other. I don't know numbers. And it's lower than the 5-star bar, I can tell you that, but I don't have any other freeze resistances, so I can't compare it. The only freeze resistance pendant I have to compare it to is the 5-star one, so yeah. So that's that. There was... Oh, well, actually, that's not it. There's more news. Of course, there's more news. There is always more news. There was a silly clone glitch last night in Haven 3, which I did a silly video on, which you might have seen. And I only just realised before I put this video out, oh, it's an arena, fun times, that I rendered that in awful quality. Sorry about that. A little late to fix that now, I guess, but hey-ho. Quite often I don't mind fixing stuff. I'll just like, oh no, re-render, re-upload, I'll do it again, but I don't know, for some reason this time it's like, it's a 1-minute video that was just silliness. I'd prefer it if it was really high quality, but it's not. Sorry, whoops. I don't know if it's still there, but as of midnight last night, Haven 3 did not exist. So, I guess the clones broke it. The clone army took over and destroyed everything. Cadaverous Clash, note to self, bring something that can fight undead, I guess. Paladin gear. Paladin. Quick loadout, there we go. Something that fights the undead. Yeah, see the armor that goes with this helmet, that might have a leafy armor, hold a leafy aura, alright, perhaps. What have I brought? What have I brought? That'll do fiends and undead. Yeah, that should tide me over, I guess. Yeah, all my weapon slots have expired. I do have one. I suppose I could go back to 3 weapons. I don't want to get too accustomed to it, because then I'll end up relying on buying them again, which is what 3 rings want. So yeah. In addition, there was an announcement put out sometime last week, back end of last week I think it would have been, which says, Gunner Update! You're expecting the Gunner Update to be here by now, weren't you? It's almost the end of November. The Gunner Update was supposed to be here in November. It is not here. Where is the Gunner Update, you may be asking? The Gunner Update is not coming anytime soon. Ah! Okay. Freaking shock. No. Okay, if ever there was a time to use a pill, this is probably it. So, Gunner Update is now going to be 2014. January 2014, that should hopefully be. Basically, they didn't get it fixed and ready to go as fast as they wanted to get it ready to go. It's not ready to deploy, so you can't play it, is how that works. And I was listening to the latest Arsenal podcast last night because I didn't catch it live this week, and Latterson, I was like, I talk about him far too much on this channel, but he made some very valid points about that, which is to say, if you actually think about it, everybody whinges when they do 2 things at once anyway. Apparently, I don't troll the forums enough to know these things, but I guess there were a lot of complaints about doing Halloween and Apocalypse at the same time. So when you do 2 promotions at once, you can't work on both, and it's difficult, and people have to work harder, and boo-hoo, and all that, entitled gamers and all that jazz. And so I guess in future they will attempt not to put 2 promotions on at the same time, just to keep everybody happy. So, with that in mind, we've now got Thanksgiving running, and very, very soon it will be December. December means Winterfest. Not to mention it's Thanksgiving, so they're going to be on holiday right now. They're going to be taking days off to hang out with family and jazz, so not really likely to get an update out this week. And beyond that, we are looking into Winterfest territory, so it's not really going to be time to be doing the Gunner update. So there's not really an opportunity to put an update out between now and January, to be quite honest. And if they did, you would not necessarily you personally, but many people would complain that there was an update out at the same time as Winterfest. You might complain that, oh, I want my guns, but other people want their Winterfest and probably don't care about the guns. And those people would complain if there was a bunch of extra stuff to get in the game and you were focusing on other things. And it's just, players are entitled, they ruin everything. That's how video games work. Players are a problem. You can't trust them to know what they want. Ever. So, they're fun. So no Gunner update till January, and if you don't like it, you can suck it, basically. There's no other way around that. Sorry. If you don't like it, do one. Ow! Ouch, shouldn't have got caught by that. So that's that. In other news, consoles are out. New consoles. So you can now buy a PS4 or an Xbox One. Okay. And in other news, a lot of drama in the gaming scene this week. Twitch. I mostly follow this on Reddit. I don't know how obvious it is if you're just an average Twitch user, but it's the speedrun community sort of seemed to kick it off. On Twitch, there's obviously a lot of people do speedruns and stuff for people's entertainment. Speedruns are a popular thing. People like doing them. People like showing them off, all that sort of stuff. You know, speedruns. You know how speedruns are. Trying to complete a game in the fastest time possible. And it's big on Twitch. And then one of the... I don't know, though. I really don't know why I'm relating this to you. It just seems relevant somehow. One of the moderators is a... as far as I can make out, a gay furry, which in itself wouldn't be so bad, except that one of the global emotes to post in chat on any chat. That means you could post this on my videos if you wanted them. If you're in the chat while watching one of the things that I'm doing, you can post what is actually a picture of this guy's boyfriend's. Not even his boyfriend's fursona, which is, if you're not into furry speak, that's basically what he thinks he is as an animal, or something like that. Which, you know, each their own, but that seems a little bit unprofessional, sort of inflicting that on the entire community. It's like, that's totally inappropriate. Thoroughly inappropriate. So there's a lot of people like, look, this guy's completely out of line, can you just rein him in? The admins now are banning anybody who disagrees with the idea that this guy should be allowed to do what he wants. So there's mass bans throughout the speedrun community, and it's all drama, it's all being handled very, very unprofessionally for something that's trying to take itself seriously as a professional company. That's a lot of cats. There's really properly crazy cat lady territory going on here. This is nuts. Jesus. And ouch. I couldn't even get a heal off there because there's too many of them. How do you deal with so many cats? I put them in a bag and throw them in the river, I guess. No, I don't condone that. Jesus. Most cats don't try to electrocute you, though. You, stop there. You're nearly dead. Die. Stop being alive. Okay, cleaning up a little bit now. No. Stop running around and let me hit you. And you... Okay. It's getting more manageable, although I now seem to have summoned these feckers. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You're dead. Okay, I need more dashes. Game, give me more dashes. There's a dash. Ow, son of a gun. So much shock. Ah! This is completely insane. Ow. Am I shocked? I'm not shocked. Let me out of here. No, oh, come on. Hit him. Go, and them. I don't seem to be getting shocked too much. I guess my Mercurial Helm's doing okay. So, yeah, back to the Twitch thing. The upshot of the Twitch thing is, I don't know, like I say, I feel it's handled very, very unprofessionally and not really all that cool. I'm kind of not sure if that's a service I like supporting anymore by, you know, using it. I'm kind of looking at other streaming sites. I don't know if that's a good idea, because obviously Twitch is the big one, but it's kind of like, you know, if I were to do LPs and reviews and things, but I were to post them on, I don't know, Vimeo or something. It's a viable option. If I was so strongly opposed to YouTube that I didn't want to use it, I could post videos on Vimeo, but I would be totally shooting myself in the foot because nobody uses Vimeo. If anybody wants to watch videos, you watch them on YouTube. It's not even videos, it's YouTube. Because I almost said it there. It's like, you go, if I want to watch YouTube, I'll watch YouTube. It's like, I don't watch videos, I watch YouTube. Everybody watches YouTube. That's what you do. That's the thing. It's the go-to place. Hang on, where are they? Oh, they're shinings, damn it. They're glowings. Friggin' crystals. Oh well. I need Radiance anyway. Who really needs level 10 gear? Nobody needs level 10 gear. Level 1 is good enough for anyone. Ooh, okay, there's also a drama on YouTube. KSI, if you're into the FIFA scene, I guess, he's one of the biggest FIFA players. He's got like 4 million subs. He's popped up on my news feed a whole bunch of times. And he's been taking down... Someone put a video criticizing him being used for the Xbox launch, and his video used some clips of KSI, and KSI was like, oh, this video is criticizing me, and he's using clips of my videos. I will take it down under a copyright strike. So one genuine, decent video maker with a genuine criticism now has his video's got a copyright strike on it. And KSI is a massive douche, so yeah. Don't subscribe to him, is all I can suggest. He does seem like a bad choice of, you know, brand representation. Hello, treasures. So it's kind of feels like, you know, You want to sell your family-friendly brand. Why would you pick out someone known for being generally reasonably obnoxious? I don't think he's quite PewDiePie, but you know, it's kind of like that's the sort of person you wouldn't use to sell a brand. If you want to say, look at our family-friendly thing, you know, you wouldn't pick out PewDiePie. KSI is not as bad as that, but he has his moments, or has had. His PR people are quick to assure everyone that he's no longer like that. He made those mistakes and did all that silly, really controversial stuff when he was just a kid, when he was 17. He's older now. He's like 19, and therefore so much more mature. Right. Yes, I know how mature I was when I was 19. I don't believe that for a second. No. Anyway, that's all the drama in the world this week that I'm going to rant about, I think. So, question... Man, I'm starting with the question late in this video, but hey-ho. We shall try... I don't know how long I'll talk on it. I'll try and burn through it. This is a question from a few weeks back from Gnomza. I meant to cover it sooner, but other stuff popped up that was more pressing. Gnomza asks... What's your take on mythology? Do you find it interesting? Do you have a preferred one, as in Scandinavian or Egyptian, etc.? And I didn't see you pop up because I was reading. What are your favourite types? My favourite... No, not favourite type. I can't read. What are your favourite myths? Yes, okay. So... Mythology. Yes, I do like mythology. I bloody love mythology. I'm sure I have talked about it before. Perhaps that was in a Reloaded. I don't know. I haven't followed it particularly much in recent years. I followed it like it need to follow the news or anything. You know, like, yeah, new myths coming out all the time. You need to stay on top of those myths. No, I haven't followed the latest myths. No, I haven't studied it or read much in recent times, but back when I was at school, certainly, and I was pretty big into it. I studied classical civilization, or just classics, you know, at school, so there's a lot of myths and legends and stuff in that. It was as part of the culture. So I ended up reading a lot of Virgil's Aeneid, I think was part of that. Chunks of Homer's Odyssey, that kind of stuff. It's all Greek and Roman stuff for the most part. Did loads of stuff on the Trojan War, so yeah, I'm pretty well versed on the whole Trojan War jazz. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's my favourite, it's just the one I know the most about because we were taught it. So I definitely know more about Greek mythology than other ones, I suspect. I was always more of a fan of, like, yeah, Aztec and Norse mythologies, actually, because Norse mythology you've got Thor, and their gods are badasses and do all sorts of cool junk, and yeah, Norse mythology is freaking sweet. And I was into Thor before they made a movie out of it, god damn it. Mythology hipster. So, I'd be very hard-pressed to tell you many of the stories from Norse mythology. I know bits about characters, and I know names and chunks of stuff. I mean, Valhalla and Asgard and all that jazz, and Bifrost Bridges and Yggdrasil, the World Tree, but I wouldn't be able to tell you actually many stories relating to them, really. I'm kind of not that well versed on it, I guess. I think most of it I've picked up bits from old school... I say old school, not that old school, JRPGs. When I was a teenager, I played loads and loads and loads of JRPGs. So, Tales of Symphonia, Golden Sun are probably two of the most notable ones that I played. Bloody loads of. And yeah, loads of items, characters, summons, that kind of thing. That sort of stuff in games. Even to this day, it's still used in games quite frequently. It's always... I didn't check my gear. I think I've got a reasonable loadout for this. I don't know though. All the names are quite often taken from mythology, and matter of fact, that's something I've done before myself. I mean, my main in World of Warcraft, back in the old World of Warcraft days, you know, the World of Warcraft days. Let's get out of here and keep my shield up till the shot goes away, and then I will heal. Yeah, my main was named after a legendary Japanese spear, Tombokiri, which translates as Dragonfly Cutter, after the legend that a dragonfly landed on the blade and was instantly sliced in two, which I think that's really cool as just a description of a weapon. And I think, is that not a weapon in something? I think that might be a weapon in Terraria now, which is like really awesome. It's like, I named my character that years ago, and that's now a weapon in Terraria. That was never a weapon in a game. I literally went through, my naming conventions were literally trawl through Wikipedia lists of mythological weapons till I found something that sounded really badass, and I'd name characters after them and stuff. And yeah, so my World of Warcraft main was Dragonfly Cutter, which was just freaking sweet. Yeah, the Japanese have got all sorts of mythological weapons. They're great for weapons. If you want to find weapons, look through Japanese stuff like Masamune and Muramasa and legendary Japanese swordsmiths and weaponsmiths and stuff. And yeah, Tombakiri, legendary spear, cut a dragonfly in two when it landed on it. It's awesome. So obviously my naming conventions are just to steal them from books these days, but yeah. I really should look up those lists more, because, you know, mythology's still awesome. I still do like it a lot. That's the thing, like I say, for all the bits of mythology I know, I would really struggle to tell you many stories beyond, like, the Greek ones. I mean, okay, this is, what do we got here? We got, alright, this is a Think Fast one, isn't it? Yeah. Beyond the Greek ones, obviously, which we covered. I shouldn't have stood that close. There we go. And get rid of them. Haha! Diffused. I wouldn't be able to tell you a lot. Mayan mythology, again, don't know a lot about it. Know a few names, a few bits and pieces. I mostly like the art style in that one. Mayan mythology has got phenomenal art. You look up sort of murals and stuff where they depict all their gods and stories and things. When I was in Boston when was PAX this year, it would have been back in March, I went to Harvard Natural History Museum, which is connected to the Peabody Anthropological Museum, which, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's all loads of old civilizations and stuff, and I thought you were dead. Why are you not dead? Ow. And they've got walls and walls of murals. They're not the original murals, they're just photographs. Obviously, the original murals are kind of still where they started, I think, to be honest. So, yeah, you can still look at them, you can still see what they depicted. And I thought those stories were really cool. I was just reading through them. Museums, for some reason, I don't know why. It's a freaking museum, you're supposed to sit and look at stuff. If you'd gone to something that you're interested in, and in this case I was, you see so many people go through a museum and they'll just sort of wander through and they'll glance at everything. They'll just give everything a cursory glance and move on to the next one. Cursory glance, next bit. I'm like, are you not going to look at any of the exhibits you came to see? Well, you're here to see exhibits, right? Why are you not looking at any of these things? You know, I spent like a quarter of an hour just sitting looking at this huge mural. They've got it right around the room because I believe it was... That's originally where it was. It was stretched around a room. You started at one side of the room and you just followed the story round, panel by panel by panel, all around the room. And when you got back to the start, you'd read the whole thing, and it depicted all sorts of stuff, various gods and fights and journeys and things, and it was awesome. And that's the kind of stuff I like. In addition to the art style, I think that would have... Ooh, nearly got me. I think that would make, if you took the art style and some of the stories, that would make someone could make a great video game out of that. If I knew how to do so, or was at least a decent artist, I might attempt to do so myself, but I don't know. It would take some commitments. I would need to be, you know, pretty dedicated to being a video game developer at that stage to do that. I am not so dedicated. Let's have that pill. I could really use that. That would help. So yeah, if anyone out there wants to make Mayan Mythology the game, I'm sure you could come up with a better name for it than I can. Yeah, I think that'd make a pretty cool concept. So that's most of the mythologies I'm interested in. Obviously, I spent a while trawling through. I know where I talked about mythology. It was when I was naming my dragon. That was it. On Nimcha. Nimcha obviously needed a exotic dragon name, so I started trawling through mythological dragons, and there are quite a lot of them. And that's interesting, just to see the differences in different cultures. That's fascinating to me, how every culture seems to have independently developed this idea of a dragon. Everyone's got their own different ideas of what it should look like, but somehow we've got this general same almighty lizard thing that's generally considered to be a dragon in most cultures. Pretty much everything has it. We've got the traditional sort of Anglo-Saxon Celtic one, which is the sort of like St. George and the dragon, that kind of thing, is the more traditional dragon that you might be more familiar with. You've obviously got Chinese dragons, which you think of the long, really flamboyant things. Japanese ones tend to be more like serpents, so oceanic serpents, which is obviously totally inappropriate for naming a Dracon after, but I still did that. And there's loads of different ones from every culture. Again, the Mesoamericans, the Mayans had their own, and it's just interesting to see how every culture's managed to develop this similar concept. It's fascinating to me. Anyway, we're going to terminal. Let's ramble a little bit more. And why not? So recurring themes across cultures and stuff. It's like, how did they develop independently but come up with the same story and same ideas? And they surely must be connected at some point in the past. There must be some overlap between these cultures. And perhaps in many circumstances there are, but I don't know. I'm not an anthropologist. I don't know enough about cultures to know that. I just think it's all utterly fascinating and totally worth reading about. It's awesome stuff. So Basil, hello Basil. What have you got for me today? Do you have bugger all? You have bugger all. Although there is a graviton bomb that would totally be worth hanging on to until next Apocrypha, when suddenly everybody's going to want that. So I might have that. Yeah. What else you got? What else you got for me? You got nothing I'm terribly interested in investing in. I didn't buy that. God damn it. Graviton bomb, please check out. Yes, cool. Right, I'll hang on to that one and sell that next time Apocrypha comes around. Cool. So that's me for today. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Meroka. This has been Spiel. Please do leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you're not already, because I make videos every day now. And if you got any questions, please leave them in the comments, because obviously I need more stuff to talk about. And the few people who have asked me questions in the past do keep telling me, I'm running out of things to ask, and the things they're asking are getting increasingly more convoluted. Can somebody else please ask stuff? I know there are a few more people than just the same 3 people asking questions that ask questions, so the floor is open to everybody. Please offer up your suggestions. So thank you for watching. I'm Meroka, and I shall see you next time.